Okay, so my name's Neil. I've got haemophilia A. I'm 3%, but I'm a bit of an anomaly. I actually present as severe, so I've had spontaneous bleeds all my life. Prophylaxis twice a week. Seems to be doing pretty well. I'm a mad keen fisherman, so I love my boat as well, and my two major passions. Also love playing guitar and collecting guitars very slowly. And I love walking my dog with my wife every morning, which is my main fitness regime, is walking, now that I can. It's been a bit of an issue over the years with bad ankles and knees and hips. But now I'm been surgically repaired and I'm walking really well. Generally, my prophylaxis is holding me in pretty good stead. But if I think I'm going to have a heavy day where I may risk a bleed, I'll try and organise it for that day that I'm treating, which works out pretty well. I seem to be managing my arthritis more than my haemophilia. I've had great outcomes with joint replacements and fusions and things, and I don't think there's any need to worry about if the future involves any surgical procedures, because it's pretty safe and they do pretty good jobs. So I don't think a young person needs to worry about that, but it may enter their mind somewhere down the track. If all of a sudden I've got to face a knee surgery or something, that it can be done as a normal person. And you don't have to stress about it. I've got one hip remaining that's natural, so everything else, knees have been done, left hip's been done, both my ankles have been fused, but all have been a great success. Like, I was at the stage there before my first ankle fusion that I would have had my ankle chopped off. It was that bad, just could not walk on it. It was super painful, couldn't sleep. And it's been magical. It's a big recovery period. Like, it was a good 6 months before you can really walk on it properly, and 12 months before you get any confidence in it. But they've all worked out really, really well. I guess the most important thing is the rehab. We're from the country, so we went to our local hospital for rehab over a course of about a month it was, depending on how you're going. I had a really good recovery this time, so it was just a 4-week period once a week, and then do your exercises at home. But that's the most important thing. You forget about anything else. Rehab, do your exercises, because a lot in joint surgery is getting movement and getting your muscle mass back, because you lose muscle mass really quickly. So exercise is really important, and it can be a real drag, but it's really vital. But you do get very familiar with medical terms and blood results and things like that, which is another interesting side of things. The old generation, we were around hospitals so much. And I was speaking to someone earlier that we've done a couple of talks at Monash Hospital with the medical students in their first year, and we're just rattling off these medical terms like they're our nature, and we've had them come up, sorry, what do you mean by that? We haven't even heard these words before. A group of a dozen or so of us, varying ages, that meet once a year. We just go to a homestead or something like that that'll accommodate a lot of us, and it's catered. And we spend a few days together, and nothing's on the agenda or off the agenda, whatever you like. If you don't want to talk about something, you don't have to. We talk from footy to fishing to whatever we want to, and it's just really good to sit with like-minded people that have had similar journeys, and you can have a whinge, or you can do whatever you like, but it's generally just a really nice get-together, and you can get a lot of weight off your shoulders too. There's generally somebody that's been there before you, so you can give a little bit of advice. It's just, they're a really good bunch of guys. So I think over the years, there's been a lot of challenges, and if we've found something that we really want to do, but it may be a bit risky to do it in the normal style, we usually try and find another way of doing it, adapt it or something like that, but you still get to enjoy it. And also, if you can't do something, it's not the end of the world, because something always comes along, you know. You don't have to jump into anything, you know, just see what comes along. So I think that's the way to just get on with life, and, you know, try not to stress too much. It's the worst thing for everything. That's my tip.